I'm Viper. You're listening to RageRockRadio.com.
RageRockRadio.com presents
The Hidden Track.
Hey everybody, welcome to The Hidden Track, the very first edition of The Hidden Track here on RageRockRadio.com. And basically we have a little bit of explaining to do. This is the show formerly known as The Metal Classroom, and we have decided to change the name because the format's changing a little bit. RageRockRadio.com, of course, is and always will be the heaviest place on the internet, but we're kind of expanding a little bit beyond just metal. Of course, different people have very different ideas of what metal is to begin with, but, you know, we're including more hard rock, some industrial, just kind of expanding the parameters of what we're doing here, because there's a lot of great music out in the New England rock scene that we want to be actively promoting and making sure that you, our loyal listeners, get to hear. So we don't want to be in a box. We don't want to be limited in what we do. And in fact, our very first guest on the Hidden Track, a gentleman who I'm going to be introducing to you in just a moment, he's, whether or not you want to call him metal, again, that's up to you because it's a very subjective term. But I'm really glad that you're all here for the inaugural edition of The Hidden Track here on RageRockRadio.com. And now, without further ado, I've always wanted to say that, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Viper.
Hello, how are you?
And now, first of all, I just want to be clear, because I've heard you referred to as Viper, and I've heard you referred to as the Viper.
No, it's definitely just Viper.
Just Viper.
I don't want to be associated with, the cars and the vibe or any shit like that starts with vibe. I don't want to be started with anything with the.
Sure, I understand, because there are so many things that start with the.
Exactly.
And, And I know that when I think of the Viper, I imagine breaking into someone's car and having some sort of snake attack me.
That's exactly where I took it from. Yes, that is exactly where I got it from. When I was a very young boy, I saw that commercial and I wanted to fuck the chick on it. So I took the name.
I don't even remember the chick. Wow.
The chick went to the car, got out of the car, turned her Viper on, and an assailant came to the car, tried to carjack it, and literally a holographic picture of a snake came out of the car and tried to bite him. I, of course, thought that was the car alarm, so I just let people know that that's what I wanted to be in 8th grade.
In 8th grade, but certainly not today.
Oh no, not today. Now my penis just looks like a viper snake.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I am duly impressed. Mine kind of looks like a little elephant trunk, but that's because I'm not circumcised. Yes, but a much smaller version. So, anyway.
Cut.
Tell me about the music. Tell me about the music of Viper.
Basically, my music is very industrial and low-toned and full of sweetness that you can put to your ear
and maybe just care about.
I gotta be honest with you, I didn't hear any sweetness in your music, that's for sure.
Oh, there's plenty of sweetness, plenty.
I'm going to be completely honest with you, I find your music dark and frightening.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Those are certainly compliments. I like dark and frightening music.
Yes. The dark, I'm trying to make people aware of that there are other things to be scared of than just politics.
Sure,
Yes.
absolutely. Now, tell me about the inspiration for your music, because it's my understanding that your music is inspired by a specific illness.
Yes, that was the because I don't have any albums out. I'll say it like this. That was the last demo album that I did. Was about the Lyme disease. But definitely, if you haven't heard that, that's the first demo that I did. The second demo, or the second album that I'm doing, is definitely about religion, definitely about people's beliefs.
Oh, so you've gotten away from the whole Lyme disease thing.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Wow. In a way, I'm disappointed to hear that. I thought you were going to continue your crusade until they found a cure.
No crusade. I just wanted to do something different, something that other people can fucking yell at me about and shit, and religion is a good thing to talk about.
Now, what are your views on religion?
I hate it.
Okay.
I hate everything about it. I'm not saying that I'm against it or satanic or anything like that. I'm just saying that if you're going to believe in something, believe in a piece of shit. It's there, it's real, it's going to stink.
Yeah, that's certainly true.
Yes.
Most of us shit if not every other day.
I wanted to, yes, exactly. What is something that you can see, something you can feel, something you can touch, for some people you can taste? Shit. I believe in shit.
But we should encourage, we should mention to our listeners that we are not encouraging anyone to actually touch or to consume their shit in any way.
No. If you've had a piece of a Kit Kat bar and you shit it out, eat it. It tastes the same.
Boy, that's true. Oh my goodness.
Oh yes. Yes. The first song that I've been working on has been a very sort of an ideological presentation of ideas, and basically it's about Christianity.
Okay. And what is the message of the song that you're referring to?
Actually, to be actually the opposite of what I'm trying to do is let people know that it's okay to believe in your beliefs. It's okay to do things that are against the rules, and one of them is possibly questioning Christianity.
Really?
And that's what that song is about, questioning it. I'm not satanic. I'm nowhere near satanic. I'm not evil. I don't rape or pillage or anything like that. Except my dog, but I definitely do things like just question things. I question everything.
You
everything.
pillage your dog? I mean, I can understand raping, but
yes, my hot dog, Oscar Meyer.
Outstanding.
Yes.
Well, what's the name of? I'm very intrigued now to hear this track you're talking about. What's it called?
It's called "Is Anybody Christian?" and it's just about I know there's Christians out there. I know there's people who believe in God and buy Amy Grant CDs and shit like that. But basically, it's just for yourself. When you think about it, when you hear the song, do you believe in God? Do you believe in something, or is it just a farce? I think it's a farce.
Well, so much for the Amy Grant interview I was trying to book.
Can I say farce?
You actually can.
Excellent,
It's internet
excellent,
radio.
excellent.
You can say farce. You can say farcical.
Ooh.
Anyway, here it is. Let's hear it. Is Anybody Christian from Viper on RageRockRadio.com.
RageRockRadio.com.
American Metal Radio.
The heaviest place on the internet.
He wants you. He has a plan and a purpose for your life. And you know what? You may be 45, you may be 50, you may be 70, and you're thinking, well, it's just too late. It's never too late. Let him work out his plan in your life, but he won't do it against your will. You've got to be willing to say, I surrender.
Is anybody Christian? Is anybody Christian? Is anybody Christian? Is anybody Christian? Christian. No. Is anybody Christian? Is anybody Christian? Is anybody Christian? Is anybody Christian? No! Is anybody Christian? Is anybody Christian? Is anybody Christian? Is anybody Christian? No! 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 No!
I confess to Almighty God and to you, my brothers and sisters, that I have sinned through my own fault, in my thoughts and in my words, in what I have done and in what I have failed to do. And I ask Blessed Mary, ever Virgin, all
That was Is Anybody Christian from Viper here on the inaugural edition of The Hidden Track on RageRockRadio.com. So, Viper, I want to ask you about another song I heard of yours when you were actually a guest on the Give It a Name show
Yes.
with the captain on
Yes, I was.
IPMNation.com. And we heard a song of yours called Vagina.
Yeah, it's one of my more sexually explicit songs. I make no hesitation that I love pussy, and pussy's great.
Yes, yes. The song was actually extremely offensive, which is what I liked about it.
Right.
And is that a running theme in a lot of your tunes, or are a lot of your songs about vagina? Or do you have anything about breasts or?
No, I
asses or
just
anything?
it's just vagina.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's pink, it's warm,
Sure,
it's a good place to hang out.
absolutely,
So
excellent.
I love it.
So your new series of songs, a lot of them are about religion.
Definitely
What-
about religion.
What other subjects interest you as far as what you plan to write about in the future? Because you seem to get into themes. Is that correct? You'll
Yeah,
get
I'm
into a-
definitely. I just. No, there has to be something there that I can write about. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I can't. You know, go out in the street and see an old woman walking her dog and be like, oh, it's going to be something I want to write about.
Sure.
It has to be an old woman with a dog, and she has to have like a limp, or she's dying of AIDS, and the dog has one ear, or something like that. I mean, you know, it's just, you know, it's inspirational stuff.
That's the stuff.
Yes.
Of which lyrical gold
Yes.
is made.
Yes, and lyrics is the one area that I have the most problem with. So
Really?
yeah, definitely, I'm more of the music guy.
Uh-huh.
You know, lyrics are definitely very hard for me.
Now, you do everything yourself, correct?
Yes,
you
I do.
play everything yourself.
Yep.
And even when you play live, you do everything yourself. Is that correct?
That's right. That's correct. I'm actually in the process right now of getting somebody else to maybe do some other things. So you know, because when I do live stuff, when I go back to the keyboards and stuff and the drum machine, it takes away from the performance when I'm performing.
Yeah.
So I'd like to have somebody maybe, you know, back there doing what I would normally do, or have their own ideas, and you know, just expand.
Sure.
You know, it's all about, you know, keep going. It's all about it.
And there's some level of improvisation, isn't there, when you're live?
Oh, definitely. You know, people go to see a show, you know, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a show that people are like, this is awesome. You know, yeah, I don't get it, or I don't understand the lyrics all the time, but it's a show, and I'm having a good time.
Right.
That's what it's all fucking about. So
What is a Viper show like? Like, what happens visually?
there's I have, you know, there's snuff films. I have snuff films going on when I'm performing. I have, you know, the smoke. The smoke that I have going is to actually an element that gives me that much more darker feel. So, you know, I rely on prop heavy too as well. You know, the projectors and the lights and the smoke.
Sure.
So, and make it a recurring theme. You know, of something that's going on. It never stops.
Right. Do you tour around a lot, or?
No, I just pretty much hang out in my pink cave. You know, just do their writing. You know, my friends will come by, and like 2 of my friends will come by. The only 2 I have. I only have 2 friends, and they'll come by, and I'll do a little show in front of them, and they'll like it and laugh and have a good time and not pay. So it's worth it. You know, it's like I said, it's a growing process.
2 friends. That sounds very lonely, Viper.
Yeah, I definitely like being alone. Alone is the way to go.
Are any of your songs about loneliness?
I have one song called Alone. It's more of a David Bowie ripoff.
Really?
So it's to the other end of the spectrum of where I'm at. Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alone.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this. I haven't seen you do this yet tonight, but in the past when I've seen you, you will often hit yourself quite a bit.
Yes. Yeah, I've controlled that. I'm on medication now.
Really?
My doctor said that if I end up going off my medication, I will continue doing it, but you know, it you know, causes a lot of questions. Where'd you get this bruise? Where'd you get that bruise?
Sure.
You know, what'd you do to your face? What'd you do to your eye? It's kind of embarrassing when you said I did it.
Right, of
So,
course.
Yeah. It's not like suicide. I don't believe in suicide. I think suicide's a joke. You know, people who try to commit suicide or have done it are selfish losers. So don't do that. Don't kill yourself.
Right. Are any of your songs about suicide?
No, definitely not. I do not invoke or approve of suicide at all. If you're going to kill yourself, fine, fucking do it. But if you're not, then don't even try it and stop wasting everybody's time telling them about, oh, I have problems, I'm going to commit suicide, I want to cut myself. Just fucking do it.
Well, Viper, I notice a contradiction there. You say you don't approve of suicide or condone it.
No, I don't. I just, you know, it's just something I don't think. Everybody goes through bad shit. Everybody has a bad time. Everybody has, you know, things that they can't fix or they want to make better that they don't feel that they can. Everybody does that. Everybody has that problem. Other people have survived. Other people have tried to commit suicide and said, hey, maybe this isn't a good fucking idea. So, you know, continue living. That's what I say. Continue living. We have to suffer with the deficit. So should you.
Or as REM would say, everybody hurts.
Everybody does hurt.
Sometimes.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And the other thing I've seen you do is, and I think you brought it with you, the mask.
Yeah, I did bring the mask with me. I thought I was going to be wearing it. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things that it's an impulse thing.
Sure.
Most of the time, I just wear that for the stage. But who knows?
Sure. All right. Well, we got to wrap up, but I want to definitely hear another track.
Definitely.
What are we going to go out with here?
You're going to go out with Stop.
Stop? Oh, how appropriate.
Yep.
Very good.
Stop is about the menstrual cycle.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And if women would stop bleeding, I could do a lot more fucking on those days. Yeah, I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just saying you're going to use a lot of towels.
Right. Well, you have to be practical about these things.
Right. Period. Fucking.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Viper, thank you very much for not only being our first guest on The Hidden Track, but for enlightening us on a variety of things.
Yes, thank you very much.
So that's great. From suicide to menstruation and all that. So, all right, that's going to wrap it up for this week on The Hidden Track on RageRockRadio.com. We'll see you all next week. And to take us out, this is Stop from Viper.
RageRockRadio.com.
American Metal Radio.
The heaviest place on the internet.
I'm whole
Why? Break me down! Break me down! Fucking Someday! School bus! Well, we're born to fly. Fighting crime, big